Okay, now we're into Act 2.
Yes, she could be rescued by the. She doesn't know what she's doing.
1 minute.
Okay, so she doesn't know what she's doing because she's not perfect at everything.
Thank God.
Like most strong female characters. So she doesn't really have a plan. She doesn't really know what she's doing. She's on the verge of giving up, or she's on the verge of maybe dying, and then she's rescued by the three
amigos.
Yeah.
I love that. That
is a great movie, by the way.
Which one? Oh, the three.
My dad loves quoting from it, but I haven't watched it. I've seen bits and pieces while I was at a Mexican restaurant, and it was on mute. But
culture.
Yeah, right.
What animals are indigenous to Australia or that area?
Kangaroos, cool.
Dangerous ones.
Oh, is it
all of them?
Kangaroos. Okay, wait. What kind of question is that? Yeah, of course. All of them.
Yeah. Isn't
Any
there
animal
a Tasmanian devil too? That it's like.
That's only Tasmania.
Oh.
I believe there's the horned lizard. Those things are freaky looking.
What do we have? What if it's like a large version of the three-horned lizard? Since it's fantasy, we can make it bigger.
Here's my idea for you guys.
You're not supposed to give us ideas yet.
But the time went up.
What?
Yeah, it just went up.
I didn't say anything.
I did. You just didn't hear me.
Okay. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Her Reading Life podcast. I'm so thrilled you're here. If this is your first time, hi, my name is Shira Rodriguez, and I'm the girl behind this podcast. Honestly, this is a place where you can just settle down, we have fun, we chat, we feel inspired, and create life-changing stories and find books that will hopefully change your life for the better. So, with that said, grab a mug of coffee or cup of tea, whatever you want. Settle down on the couch. Turn on the TV if you want. Turn this on the TV. That's what I meant. But just have fun. Enjoy this, because this is truly a place where I hope that you can feel like you're part of writer community, of just a community of creatives who are changing the world one story at a time, or, through their art, through the things that they love to do. If you're watching this for the first time, this is actually a continuation of a mini-series sort of thing, of a challenge that me and my friends... Stop it, Siri. This is actually a continuation of a kind of mini-series of a gamified challenge that my friends and I did on the strong female character trope. We wanted to see if we could actually write a story that was better than AI. And we basically challenged ChatGPT to create a prompt for us that was as tropey as possible. So very, very strong female character, very toxic, very annoying character. And we had to take this concept and turn it into a concept that was 100 times better, very original, and that was actually something that we would want to read. Now, I explained the rules in the previous episode, but for a quick recap, basically the rules of the game are: round 1, you have 10 minutes to come up with an improved story concept. Shout freeze if you want to explain something to the audience. I wrote this before we started. I don't think we did this, frankly. Number 2, editor goes over concept and gives comments. Round 2, you have 10 minutes to improve the concept based on the editor's notes. Create rough outline. Editor goes over rough outline and makes suggestions, and you can add a twist or trope challenge. Let me just give you a spoiler here. We did not do that. It was already a challenge as it was. 5, round 3, you have 10 minutes to improve the outline. And then we had ChatGPT create an outline based on the original prompt. And then the editor will give overall thoughts and rating between AI concept and writers, basically. That's how it's going to work. So, I'm not going to keep you or delay you anymore. Let's just jump into the episode because it's going to be such a good one. I'm so excited for you to just enjoy this because it's such a fun one. However, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment what you would have added to the story and what your favorite parts of this episode were. So I can't wait to see your comments and hear more from you guys.
Yes. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and pass it off to you guys because 10 minutes wasn't a lot of time. So, yeah, just like we need a point of conflict here, guys. You know?
Yeah.
What's the problem going on? How does this all tie together? I think we have a good backdrop here, but there's no plot right now. So there you go. There's your mission. Develop a plot, develop these side characters, give them fun backstories. I really want to see like this awesome relationship between Donkey and Isabella. And that's another thing is if like we're kind of turning the strong female character trope on its head and making it better. What's her personality like?
Oh yeah.
Why is she jaded? All that kind of stuff, instead of just her being different like every other story. So let's give like some reasoning behind the differences. So yeah, I'll just pass it on to you guys now. Is this another 10-minute timer, Shira?
What?
Another 10-minute timer for you guys?
Yeah,
You're
that'd be perfect.
Jayden's typing, no one understands me because I like to read. So,
is that the scholar? See, like that's another thing. The younger bro is supposed to be like a scholar.
Oh,
like,
I forgot.
what the heck is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
You guys can't forget about the younger bro.
Wait, what?
But wait a minute, he wasn't in the concept. ChatGPT cut him out.
I guess it was just that not good. So okay, there is no little bro now.
Okay.
Maybe he was like 7 and got killed off and aspired to be a scholar or something. So
The mining guy took him, and he died in a tragic accident. Well, that's good backstory. He wanted to be a scholar. But anyway, I wasn't supposed to say
Oh,
it.
it could be a revenge story.
Yes.
Like, I mean, she finds out that he killed her brother, and then decides to try and kill him or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any other words, Byron?
nope, that's it. I'm going to start the timer for you guys.
Sweet. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Y'all, we have our work cut out for us.
So we're
Okay.
doing round 2 already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go.
So this means that we need to have the premise. We should have had the premise down, and we need to start filling in the outline. So,
Okay.
Okay.
So protagonist name, Isabella. Izzy, cool. You fix this up for me, please. Byron,
I got
Jamie, if you can. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we need the protagonist name, which is Izzy. Brief description of their role or personality. Oh goodness.
A poor mining citizen with red hair.
That's her personality, Jayden.
I mean, okay, sorry.
Okay. Let me try this. Let's have. Oh, you know what? Let's try Shy. Okay, I want to kind of play with Shy because I feel like Shy.
Yeah.
Or is that a trope? How about a
No.
shy mining citizen?
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think that the stereotypical like girl protagonist trope is that she just wants to go off and explore, but like adults are getting in her way. So let's instead do like she just wants to take care of her family farm, but like things keep getting in her way. So she's like the reluctant protagonist. And it's not until like her animals are stolen and her brother is killed that she like embraces her destiny to like protect the land.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So, but why is it so...
like that?
Oh, sorry, you were saying?
Never mind. Sorry, we're focused on this.
You watched a movie based on that? Oh, okay. Sorry, that sounded so dismissive. My apologies. Trying to think of two things at the same time. Just wants to stay and take care of our family farm, but why is it threatened? Is hail great? I really feel like the quote. I'll remember the quote later.
What if his cartel comes and steals like all of their sheep and farm products?
Wait, I thought this was like a drug cartel.
No, sorry, I meant like mining cartel. So it's like basically in the gold rush, miners would be given these little plots of land, but often like it was very poorly organized and not every plot yielded gold. And so he's sort of like organizing all of them, like basically creating this big gang of miners that's like resisting the distant government, and like basically all the money's being funneled towards him.
Oh, I like that. So maybe he has like a plot against the government. But is that a trope too? I don't know. I feel like I've heard all of these things, bits and pieces of all of these things.
Guys.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Just wants to stay and take care of family farm. Must overcome main goal or challenge. Must overthrow. But what specifically what does it mean to overthrow Kale?
He could be sort of running the mining town with like an iron fist or something, and
you're the expert at this. You do dystopian. Like, how do you overcome a government?
I am a very slow writer. This is not coming up with something fast. Is not my strong suit.
Don't worry, me neither.
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. He could, however, there's an idea. Some other guy could be running the town, and he could be sort of like second in command, but he's trying to come up with a plot to overthrow that guy and backstab him so that he can take over.
Oh, wait a minute.
How if her brother is the sheriff? Her brother's the sheriff.
Wait, did he die or is he a sheriff?
Yeah, so he's killed by Draith.
Wait, he's a ghost sheriff?
No, I meant like, so if her brother gets killed and like this is a revenge plot, like let's say her brother was like the educated scholar who comes back from the city, becomes the town sheriff.
Brilliant, I like that.
And tries to like establish law and order, but then the cartel leader kills him because he's messing with people's like mining permits and profits and stuff like that.
Okay, I like that. How many minutes do we have left, Byron?
5.
Okay. And we were supposed to write the outline. Okay,
Act 1. So the beginning hook. Maybe she's like.
We haven't even finished the premise.
I know, but like we might have to move on.
Okay.
I think we have Act 1.
Okay, sweet. We'll just have to wing it as we go. Here we go. Let me scroll it down.
Okay. Beginning hook. Maybe she could be taking care of her grandmother. It establishes the setting. It establishes what her life is like. Maybe establishes the character of her brother.
Sounds good. Are you typing that out or?
Yeah, sorry. Let me do that.
Okay, sweet. No, I was just like, I can't. I see. I thought it was something with my computer. Establishes. Is he her brother, grandmother setting? Let's. Okay, dokes. So yeah, we'll go back to that because I feel like we could probably have like a key scene that opens up. Maybe it's the death. Maybe it's like it starts when she receives news that her brother died, or the last time she sees her brother. Oh, that can be the inciting. But shouldn't we start kind of in medias res?
We could.
Because I feel like that would kind of jolt the plot into motion immediately. 4 minutes. Thanks, Byron.
Okay, we could do that.
But okay, let's just pop over to the inciting incident.
I think that with this kind of story, it might be best if we establish the relationship between her and her brother so that it's more of like an emotional beat when her brother dies.
That makes sense.
Like if we just started with that, there would be no development of their relationship, really, and it would just be kind of like, oh, this happened and now she's mad, but we never got to see the brother really. So maybe something like, oh, her brother is really trying to care for her and her grandmother, while also balancing his duties working for the town, and it's like weighing on him, and she's like trying to comfort him or build him up, and it's just kind of like they find like they have a strong bond because of the difficult situation that they're in, and then once he dies, that's like this big huge deal.
Sweet. Okay, sounds good. So that'll be the inciting incident, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, you got any ideas, Chris?
Yeah, and then basically the big decision is she realizes that, like, with her brother gone and this massive cartel destroying the land and hurting people, there's nobody else who can step in and change things. And so she does.
Okay.
Should I type that?
Sure, go ahead. I would type, guys, but my computer literally keeps sliding. I don't know why. I have to check out what's up with the
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Oh, good Lord. Okay.
What happens to the grandmother then when she leaves?
I forgot about the grandmother.
Maybe she spirits her away into like a mountain hideaway.
Ooh. That would be a nice twist on the trope. I feel like. So maybe her big decision is choosing between staying in the mountain or going down to help people. I feel like this is feeling like a burning bush moment, whatever, but whatever.
Yeah, so she's like a Zorro character in the hills who sort of leads like a resistance to the cartels and tries to protect people.
Sweet. I like it.
Awesome.
Okay, now we're into Act 2.
Yes.
Okay. Let me pop down there. Okay, the adventure, fun and games. Whoops. Slides. Okay.
She could be rescued by the she doesn't know what she's doing.
1 minute.
Okay. So she doesn't know what she's doing because she's not like, perfect at everything.
Thank God.
Like most strong female characters. So like she doesn't really have a plan. She doesn't really know what she's doing. She's on the verge of giving up, or she's on the verge of maybe dying, and then she's rescued by the three
amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That
awesome. Is a great movie, by the way.
Which one? Oh, the three.
My dad loves quoting from it, but I haven't watched it. I've seen bits and pieces while I was at a Mexican restaurant, and it was on mute. But
culture.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. Odd that they didn't have cantinflas, but
she could almost be. What animals are like indigenous to Australia or like that area?
Kangaroos, koalas.
Dangerous ones.
Oh, isn't
all
it
of them?
Kangaroos. Okay, wait. What kind of question is that? Yeah, of course, like all of them.
Yeah, isn't there like a Tasmanian devil too? That it's like.
That's only in Tasmania.
Oh,
I believe there's the horned lizard. Is that right? The horned lizard is in Australia. Those things are freaky looking.
What do we have? What if it's like a large version of the three-horned lizard? Like, since it's fantasy, we can make it bigger.
Here's my idea for you guys.
You're not supposed to give us ideas yet.
But the time went up.
What?
Yeah, it just went up.
Just say anything.
Yeah, I did. You just didn't hear me.
Okay. If you told me maybe a year and a half ago that I'd be in a room with these guys playing this crazy game, in a room, albeit virtual, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have been like, that's crazy. Me? Okay, fine. Great. But that's the beautiful thing about podcasting. It's really allowed me to meet people that I don't think I could have ever met otherwise. It allowed me to learn from people who had gone way beyond me, people who had already had best-selling books before the age of 18, people who had started coaching businesses already and that I got to glean from their incredible insights, even people halfway across the globe that I actually would never have known if they hadn't contacted me to come onto my podcast, which is crazy and beautiful, and it just fills me with so much joy. And I don't know, it gives you the same feeling as a good story, like when you finish reading a good story. But guess what? You can have that too. If you have always wanted to have a community of your dreams and be able to reach and empower and inspire people halfway across the globe, friend, you can do that. In fact, I am actually going to give you the shortcut to doing that. If you want to have that community that rallies around you, that you are like, I think my life has been changed by these people, friend, guess what? I'm actually giving you the tools to be able to create your own community just like this, because I'm launching a new podcast course. I'm gathering all the knowledge that I've learned from hosting a podcast for, I think, 2+ years. I can't even remember anymore, but it's been an incredible 2+ years. And I wish somebody could have held me by the hand and been like, do this, don't do this. This is the easiest way. And thankfully I had my mom, but even then I had a couple things that I had to learn by myself, and I would have given anything to know more about that. And with this course, I want to guide you to be able to create your own community where you can inspire people, where you can speak and create a platform that doesn't rely on social media, that doesn't rely on anything except your voice. Yep, you got that. You really just need your voice. You don't even need a script. If scripting is not your thing, you don't need a script. And guess what? The first lesson is actually for free, so you can take a peek and check it out as much as you like and really get a taste for seeing if this is something that you are called to do, something that would be a great avenue for you to pursue. I can't wait to see you there. So if you want to get access to that course, just head over to bio.site/Shira J. Rodriguez. That's bio.site/Shira J. Rodriguez.
Okay, so
Okay, let's hear it.
all right, this is looking a lot better.
Thank God.
I like how we're turning our strong female character, instead of being some badass kick butt Cordy for the sake of being kick butt, she's like strong because she's duty bound.
Okay.
That's really cool. Let's see here. I like how we're going to build relation with the brother. Is it older brother or younger brother?
Older brother,
I
maybe.
feel like that really very different dynamics there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking older brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So big bro. I like how we're gonna build up big bro, and then as one always does with big bro, you kill him off. So
Big Hero 6 moment. Yay.
Big Hero 6, yeah. Everyone tells me I'm Tadashi, which is like awesome. But
Oh,
yeah.
That's a little worrying.
The others say I'm like, you know, people always play that game of who's who and what fandom in the friend group, and I'm always like the guy who dies. So like Harry Potter, Cedric, Big Hero 6, Tadashi, Brother Bear. I'm the oldest brother.
Oh, that movie broke me when I was a kid. I was like,
Oh no.
yeah, when I watched that, I was like, wait, hold on, that was actually really good, and now I'm really sad.
So hold on, I'm going to Google something real quick. I hope it didn't like cut off my video right there, but
No.
okay. Sweet. Okay. Yes. So if y'all want to look up a horned lizard,
Why do I feel like I'm in class? Yes, professor.
just Google horned lizard. Okay.
Horned lizard? Does it have to have? Did you say it was a 3-horned lizard, or did I add that?
Horned. So
It's the small one, like the
Yeah.
little one.
yeah, it's like covered in spikes and stuff. So if memory serves correctly,
Oh,
what
he's
these
kinda
things
cute.
do is they like they have veins in their exoskeleton to collect water.
Okay.
And I think one of their like
Thanks, Chris.
defenses is like spraying blood or poison from their eyes or something. Like absolutely freakish thing. Australia has the most diabolical little creatures. So what I'm thinking is Hale's symbol and magic should be associated with this thing. So we have horned lizard versus rainbow serpent. Like these two mythological entities kind of going on.
Does one spit fire and one spit water?
You can, yeah, like we can
Okay.
switch up the
Okay.
like the horned lizard and like make it fire thing, but like it also just like drains water and stores it inside itself for when it needs to drink later. Because Australia's, the outback's, you know, super dry. And so, you know, we still need some myths kind of surrounding the rainbow serpent, like maybe Isabella's family are not immigrant miners. They're natives of the area, so they know like all the old legends and stuff.
That would make sense.
Maybe senile old grandma has like a bracelet of like the rainbow serpent, and that can be the talisman. The magical talisman.
I like that.
Mhm.
So
Why am I not writing this down? Hold on, let me write this down.
okay.
So supposedly I'm looking up because, you know, I got to learn from these guys. Something at least. I'm kidding, truly. The rainbow serpent or rainbow snake is, according to Google, an immortal being and creating god in Aboriginal mythology. So I love the idea of it creating something. What if it like creates some sort of metaphysical thing? Not God, but like.
Or you could like switch. You could kind of turn it on its head and make it like Chinese dragon kind of thing. Bring the water, bring the rain, and the drought sort of stuff. You're wanting to go with the elemental water,
right?
Or, like you can, because obviously we don't want to just rip off of that mythology. We want to make it somewhat original.
Right. Oh man, I'm sorry. I keep giving ideas. Sorry, guys.
You're breaking your rules, sure.
Just shut me up, guys. Like I'm serious. Just say shut up, Shira, please.
Okay. Awesome. So Big Bro gets died. He gets killed off. Awesome. So I guess we need. He should go out in like a blaze of glory kind of thing, right? Right. Because that always makes it more tragic. Stands up to Kale. Gets into a duel with Kale. That's another thing. Like, do we have guns? Please.
Yeah.
What is 1800s?
It's supposed to be like that aesthetic. So, yeah, we like that'll be cool. Like machines and magic. It's always fun. Maybe he gets into like a high noon duel. Maybe Kale cheats. Yeah, so dies, and then so she's gonna receive news that her brother is murdered,
Or does
instead of actually seeing it. Okay, so that's something that
we could run back. Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Yep. Okay.
My respects. It's hard. You know, maybe I should just mute myself
and
too.
so this is like another thing here, but for the big decision is, you know, so she recognizes that this is a town of lawlessness led by Kale. You know, the land's being drained by his magical powers, you know, everything's in danger, her farm, her grandma, townspeople, all of that, you know, she's got to save the world, right? But why does she feel the need to be the one to step up to do that? And I think that's where our myths can kind of come into play here.
Yeah.
And then she can try and lead a resistance movement from the hills. But because she's not your typical...
Are we basically going for the chosen one? Are you, like, I'm just clarifying. Are we doing chosen one? Is that what you mean?
I think that's kind of your only choice with a legacy-based myth power that ChatGPT gave us. Or you can, you know, shoot the... Hold on. Gears are turning. You can flip the chosen one trope on its head and it's completely forged. There is no chosen one and she's just got to like seize the power anyway. That's always fun. Let's see here. So she doesn't know what she's doing and is rescued by 3 misfits, but rescued from what? What the heck are these? I hope the donkey is talking. The talking donkey, the Chinese guy, and then our schizophrenic dude. What, you know, gosh, that is quite the party of adventurers. Geez, how are they productive, if anything? They must like live off of the rogues' abilities to just steal their supper from blind old ladies or something. Okay, and then something huge happens. Oh, okay, we haven't gotten to that point. Got it. So we stopped at Act 2. So yeah, what
We
are
have
the
10 minutes to
together?
finish this.
Yep, you guys can do it. You're almost there.
Thank you for your vote of confidence. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that is it for me, and I will pass it back off to you guys.
Thank you. Let me know when you start the timer.
Whenever you're ready. Y'all ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
You know something? Sometimes the craziest ideas, the one that you're like, this would never work. Sometimes those crazy ideas are actually the ones that work the best. This was a crazy idea that I saw Vanity Fair do. And while I kind of twisted it a little bit, like I changed it a little bit so that it would work for our group and for the podcast, I think this is actually so fun. And while initially it was not going to be something terribly educational, I actually learned a ton. The weird ideas that we actually went along with were sometimes the ones that I was like, hey, that was crazy, but it was amazing and fun, and it made it so different. And so, yeah, don't dismiss those ideas that seem kind of crazy. Some of my own ideas for my stories, the best ones have been where I thought this is never going to work, and then it did. My current novel, I'm setting it in St. Augustine, and I have Greek myths pretty much proliferating the whole storyline. It's told from the perspective of a Greek god. What is St. Augustine and Greek mythology? What do they have to do together? Like colonial America? That doesn't make sense. But I don't know. It works. It's weird, but it works. Same thing with my story, my short story, which was included in Novelists in November anthology. I had a Wuthering Heights story that I just rewrote to be set in the 1980s because I watched You've Got Mail. I know it's set in the 90s, but I kind of wanted that kind of vibe, but set in the 80s. And let me tell you, it worked uncannily well. I thought when I was writing, I was like, this is such a weird idea, but somehow it feels like it could work, and it did. So never ever dismiss your really weird ideas because sometimes there's brilliance hidden in them. So definitely tune in next time to hear what our crazy ideas become and how this story pans out and how this challenge ends in our next episode. So until next time, continue to live, give, and repeat, and I will see you next time.